Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, a grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and Elvis for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Hey, welcome to another episode of Loving Life. You know, this whole show is put together for people who need something, need some motivation, need some aim to shoot for. And that's what we're doing with this episode. I've got some great stuff planned for you today. So let's get right to it. Let's join our first guest. Hey, you know, I always love the people around the area because they're always ready to give. They're always looking for some way to get involved in community. I'm with Crystal Alice from an organization called Borderless Friends Forever.
Yes.
That is such a cool name.
Thank you. I thought of it. I love it.
So talk to me a little bit about what you do. What's going on?
Well, Borderless Friends Forever is an exchange student organization. We're a nonprofit organization that places and supervises international teenagers while they're here going to school for a year and living with host families.
Now, why would they do that? Why
would the teenagers?
Why don't they stay in their country and do that?
Well, the kids love to come because it helps them to improve their English, one. It gives them an inside view of American culture and American family life instead of just what they see, you know, in the media.
Yeah.
And so they come to have an experience, meet new friends, have a second family, and learn about our country.
Because there are kids from the United States then who go abroad
There
to
are.
do very close to the same thing.
Yes.
I think it's an awesome thing.
Yeah.
So you have kids who come in from?
All over the world. We actually have 21 countries represented in our students this year.
Really?
Yes.
So, okay, so you got China, you got
China, South
Germany?
Korea, Germany, France, Italy. We have kids from Brazil, kids from Kuwait, from Gaza, just all over.
Now, because here's a problem.
Okay.
I flunked Chinese in high school.
Sorry to hear that.
How would I deal with them?
They speak English.
Really?
They do. All of them speak English fairly well. They have to speak English well enough to survive in a classroom setting. So they speak English well enough when they come here to do that and to carry on general conversations. And then they pick up what they don't know very quickly.
So you then are looking for host homes.
We are, yes.
Okay. So what would be involved in somebody doing this?
So a host family is someone who volunteers in order to provide the student with 3 meals a day, a place to sleep, a quiet place to study, you know, some TLC throughout the year, and just general care. So the students have their own spending money, they have their own health insurance, so none of that is needed. We just need people who can open their homes and open their hearts to have these kids come and stay here and go to high school.
So this is not something Joe Blow and his wife get paid to do.
It's not, no.
They're doing it out of the goodness of their heart.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. But the only thing that you're really having to provide is an extra meal at the table 3 times a day.
You got it. Yep, that's it. And some love.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been working with foreign exchange students for about 12 years now, and I've also been a host parent for that length of time as well. We're actually getting our own personal 27th exchange student. He arrives on August 15th from Gaza.
Really?
Yes. Super excited.
So let me ask, okay, because here I've got my family,
Yes?
okay, and all of a sudden we got somebody else in there.
Yes.
How much do they, after school, they're spending time with you, they go with you wherever you
Yes.
go on the weekends? It's just like you have another kid.
Just like you have another kid. We would like for you to treat them just like one of your children, with the exception of paying for absolutely everything. You know, they have their own spending money, they can buy their own clothing, toiletries, going out with friends, things of that nature. But we would like for you to include them in your family day-to-day life, whether that means a trip to the grocery store, which they're always amazed by because we have so many options and choices, or it's, you know, a trip to Disney and they can pay for their own tickets. So.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Well, that's really fun because it kind of gets you out of the mentality of, look at what I got, and look what this child can bring into your family.
Yes.
It's like an expansion.
It is, yes. It's an exciting way to expose yourself to other cultures without necessarily traveling. I mean, I love to travel, but I can't travel all the time.
Right.
And there are certain places that maybe I don't have as much access to. So it's a good way to learn about another culture in another country without actually traveling to that place.
That is so cool.
Just in the comfort of your own home.
Okay, so down here is her website. Go to the website, get in. Listen, I've known her for a while, so I really trust her. Check it out. Get your family involved. Instead of spending money on stupid stuff, how about investing in another child and letting them see how your family is? See how our great country is.
I would love that. Thank you.
You're
Thank you
awesome.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's good to see you, by the way.
Good to see you too.
All right, don't change the channel.
Thank you.
We got a whole lot more coming up.
Uptown Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir from the Loving Life TV show. One of my family's favorite places to eat is Milton's Pizza. If you like good pizza, I'm telling you, they serve the best pizza around. Their salad bar, second to none. Our family is gluten-free, and we can eat there quite easily. You're gonna love Milton's. Take the time to go there and tell them Dr. Tim sent you. I want to take a minute of your time today to talk about three initials, PTC. PTC stands for Present Time Consciousness. And all it really means is be present where you're at right now at this very moment. We tend to get away from that. We tend to focus on things that take us away from where we are right now. Have you ever been talking to somebody and you're talking to them, but there's like a glaze over their eyes and you know they're really not there talking to you? There are so many people who spend time not here, but back here. I'm not talking about the pond, I'm talking about history, your history. There's so many people who get stuck at a particular area in their life and they can't get past it. Have you ever had something happen to you as a child and that particular moment in history kind of sticks out to you? And it totally depends on who you are and what your history is, but it could be having something to do with pain, or it could have something to do with a relationship, with like a parental relationship or something. And whenever you go to try to do something, that point in history comes up here and you can't see anything in front of you because you're focusing on that point in history. I'm telling you, once you kind of nail it where it's at, it'll blow it away. It'll just blow off and all of a sudden you'll be able to go forward. There are so many people who have their eyes on the future. When this happens, when that happens, then I'll be happy. When I have this, then I'll be able to do what I need to do. You got your mind so far into the future that you can't think of what you're doing right now. I'm going to spend my time working at where I'm at with that in mind, with this in mind too, because don't erase, you can't erase all your history. History made you where you are today. Your future is going to pull you there. Now, if you find yourself stuck in a position where you're really not present where you should be, the way to get unstuck is to go outside and just look at stuff. Look at birds, look at the trees, look at the clouds, look at all the stuff that's around you. And all of a sudden you feel yourself kind of coming out of that. Present time consciousness, I'm telling you, it's a key if you want to be a success in life. It's a key if you want to be a successful marriage. It's a key if you want to be a successful parent. Being here right in the now. Present time consciousness. Let's practice it together. Hey, we're delighted to have in the studio today somebody who is giving a lot to the community and a lot really to the world. His name is Marty Coward. He's with the Wake Forest Purple Heart Foundation.
Correct.
Did I get that all out?
You did.
Man, I feel like I should take the afternoon off now that I got something right. Tell me a little bit about what the Purple Heart Foundation does.
We honor, this is our 9th year of a banquet that honors and salutes Purple Heart recipients. And we have them from all levels of service, back from World War II vets through Vietnam, and of course we still have guys and gals coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq.
Yeah.
And so we, in our 9th year, and we had last year 60 Purple Heart recipients honored, including the families of some soldiers killed in action. We're at Richland Creek Community Church. It's coming up this August 5th, Saturday, August 5th, 5:30. Tickets are available. They're going fast, so it's a really great meal, a very patriotic event, and it's a nice salute to our hometown heroes.
So I want to backtrack just a little bit because there may be people watching who have no idea what a Purple Heart is.
Yeah, good question. So Purple Heart goes to any service man or woman wounded in action in defense of the country.
Okay. So these are people from, all walks of life.
Correct. Yes, and all ages. And male and female.
So most of them came back from service.
Correct.
Got involved in something else. And I hear this a lot from the Vietnam vets, is that the Vietnam War was kind of forgotten.
Right, and most of our recipients that we honor are Vietnam vets. And as most people know, if you know the history of that, they did not get a very nice welcome home in most occasions. In fact, we've had several tell us that this banquet is the first time they've been publicly thanked or saluted in any fashion.
Wow.
We had one 2 banquets ago who had never told his family. They didn't know he had a Purple Heart. Of course, they knew he served in Vietnam, but it was not a good experience for him coming home, and he just never shared that. And it just so happened our banquet landed on his birthday. And he'd known about it in previous years, and when it landed on his birthday, he took that as a sign, well, I should probably go, and he shared that with his family, and they all came, and it was a very emotional,
That's amazing.
Very nice tribute.
That's amazing. So for the average person who has never served in the military, doesn't even know anybody who has served in the military, you invite them to come to this dinner?
Absolutely. You may not know them, but you have benefited from their service.
Yeah.
This dinner is open to the public. Tickets are $20. Again, it's a great meal, and it's one of the most patriotic events you can attend probably anywhere in the United States. So military families, the public are all invited to attend. Purple Heart recipients obviously get in free. World War II vets and Korean War vets get in free. Everybody else, tickets are $20 each.
Wow. Now, how many people usually come to something like that?
Last year, we were right at 500. We're at Richland Creek. They have the 2 large rooms there, banquet halls or worship centers, and we were almost filled the older one, and then they built that larger room there, and we're moving to that one this year. So we have seating for about 1,100 or 1,200 people.
Wow. So we're going to talk here in a little bit once we come back from break. We're going to meet a couple of the vets.
Right.
And just spend some time talking to them. I think we'd solve a lot of problems if people just sat down with some of these guys.
Absolutely. They all have an incredible
real story.
Yes, incredible, impressive stories to tell, and they all need to be thanked for their service.
Yeah, absolutely. So don't change the channel. Come on back. We got more coming up.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir. I treat hundreds of patients every year who've been injured in car accidents, and a lot of those could be avoided. The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. That's 1 out of 4 accidents. Do yourself a favor, and if you get a text while you're driving, ignore it. Getting a carton of milk isn't going to do any good if you're dead. Drive safe. Keep loving life. Hey, we're back. We're talking with the Wake Forest Purple Heart Foundation, the guys behind it, behind the scenes here. We're also joined by George Ox and David Martin. Thank you for coming and joining us with us today.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So you guys have been a part of this foundation with them?
Yes, I have. I joined the foundation early in its existence, and then I've transitioned on to the North Carolina State Purple Heart Foundation.
Wow. You moved up.
Well, I don't know if I moved up. I stayed the same in Wake Forest. That's the important thing.
And that really is.
This is a very, very veterans-friendly community, and we're glad to stay here and be here.
You know, I was talking with, we did a show a little bit earlier today talking about Wake Forest, and I'm telling you, they reach out to so many groups and help so many people. It's a great community. David, tell me a little bit about your story. What happened with you?
Well, I was one of the guys who went over and picked up a little minor wound, and the doctor was nice enough to send me home when he probably shouldn't have. But so at times I feel that I don't deserve the honor but I have talked to some people who have had more than I have, and they say, you went, you served, you did what you were asked to do.
Exactly.
Be quiet and accept it.
Yeah, exactly. The war, for those, because we have young viewers around the United States who may have never heard of the Vietnam War. So this war was when?
It started officially in 1959 when they started sending over people to assist the South Vietnamese, and the official end date was 1975.
Wow, that's a long time.
Long time.
During that time, when did you serve?
I was over in 1968.
Okay. When did you serve?
I was in Vietnam from January of 1967 until August of 1968.
Wow. So let's talk a little bit about coming home from that. No big parties, no big parades or anything. What does this dinner and things like this mean to you guys?
Well, this is an opportunity for us to communicate with our brothers who were wounded and sisters who were wounded separately before the event, and we can discover realities, and we can discover similarities, and that's powerful. But the most moving part is what we call the Walk of Honor, and that's where each individual is recognized by name and identifying the conflict in which that person was wounded and the dates that the wounds occurred. And they walk between a saber arch formed by junior ROTC cadets from the Wake Forest High School. And that is a moving experience, and it demonstrates the recognition that the community is providing for the veterans who live amongst the members of the community.
You had mentioned a little bit earlier, I think it was you, that some of these guys come back and don't tell anybody anything.
We've had a couple, yeah.
And I'm sure that with both of you, there are things that happen that nobody's ever heard you tell.
Yeah, it is. The short time I was there, I still have some flashbacks about some of the stuff that I saw that's not pleasant. You don't want to discuss that with anything. My father-in-law was a World War II veteran, and he didn't talk about things either. Sure. So I think it's just a thing of what you see, that you don't really want other people to understand what you saw, so you don't say it.
But this night, like you had mentioned, is a night where you're together in one room with people who have the same reality.
Yeah, you're talking. You're bonding. You're sharing your feelings. You're bonding with things. George and I both also belong to the Military Order of the Purple Heart has a chapter, and that's another bonding experience that we do with them. And most of those guys come to the dinner, and every one of us couldn't think of anything better to honor the people such as ourselves.
Wow, it's amazing. And you have helped put all this together.
With the help of several members of a foundation that started, like I said, 9 years ago. And as George referenced, there's now a state board, Purple Heart Foundation. And so this has grown. This started right here in Wake Forest. Wow. And you can tell it's a powerful event. Yeah. So now Winston-Salem has one, Goldsboro has one, Fayetteville,
New Bern,
Wilmington. So this is
Charlotte.
spread from Wake Forest all across the state now that have Purple Heart banquets. And we're on our 9th one. So they may have them too, but this is the original, so get your tickets.
Yeah. So do me a favor, go online, here's the website, check it out, get a ticket. Really, there are some things that you should just do. And this is one of those. Come honor those who served, made it possible for you to be an American today. Thank you guys for being with me.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Don't change the channel because we got a whole lot more coming up.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications, with spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir from the Loving Life TV show. One of my family's favorite places to eat is Milton's Pizza. If you like good pizza, I'm telling you, they serve the best pizza around. Their salad bar, second to none. Our family is gluten-free, and we can eat there quite easily. You're gonna love Milton's. Take the time to go there and tell them Dr. Tim sent you. My buddy Crystal talking about the exchange program that you can do with kids. What a great thing for your family to do. Open up your home, learn some new culture, learn some new ideas about people who don't live right next door to you. I'm telling you, reach out, touch somebody, make a difference in somebody's life. You could literally change a young child's life for the rest of their life. Do it today. Check her out at her website. I'm so proud of these guys, aren't you? The Purple Heart recipients. Here are young men who went over there and didn't know if they were going to come back or not. These guys just happened to come back, and yet they've got scars, they've got wounds. And we take this time just to honor them. I hope you'll go to that dinner. I'm telling you, these guys need to be told thanks. I want you to stay connected to us. You know, we have a website, drtimweir.com. That'll actually take you to some of our other things like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Those are all things that we can all stay connected together. It's different than it used to be. You know, you used to get newsletters and you used to get postcards from people. That's all changing. We're all in social media now, but I want you to stay up with that. It's important that you do that. So join our Facebook page, join our Twitter account, Instagram, but go to our website, drtimweir.com, because it'll kind of all put it together for you. It's been great being with you. I love being here with you. It's all about loving life, sharing this incredible thing we have called life. And listen, your life is what you make it. You create it. So if it stinks, you better figure out a new way to create it and do some different stuff. And I'd love to help you with that. Drop me a line. You can do that on the website. I'd love to hear that you're hearing what I've got to say. So until next time, keep loving life.
Look, and you know it wasn't funny, but thank you for laughing anyway. I do appreciate that.
Oh my God, poop on the
we
blanket.
got a little poop. Oh, little poop goes a long way, doesn't it?
He gets nervous on camera.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir. I'm inviting you to enjoy, never mind, cut.
You might not get a new cup if you don't get it out of there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can drink with it like this. Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir. Welcome to this. Our show today is on food poisoning. I love entrepreneurs.